This lesson is on finding rates of change, or another way to say that is finding the slope. To find a rate of change, calculate that. We look at the change in the y values, and that's divided by the change in the x values. That's how it's always calculated. To find a rate of change, it's the change in the y values divided by the change in the x values. Let's look at an example. So here we have an example. It's about downloading songs. Number of songs is on the y-axis. Time in minutes is on the x-axis. So to find the slope or the rate of change, we need 2 points on the line. I have a lot of points indicated here. Let me just randomly say, let's pick these 2 points. So I have the point 1, 2, and I have the point 3, 6, where 1 minute and then 2 songs. This one is 3 minutes and 6 songs. And what we're going to do is use these to find the rate of change. So here we're going to find the change in the y values, or the number of songs. That's going to be divided by the change in the x values, which is number of minutes, so the change in the minutes. So at one point we had 6 songs downloaded, and another point we had 2. So to find the change, we would subtract those 2 values, 6 songs minus 2 songs. In the denominator, we have to find the change in the number of minutes. So we, at one point, it took 3 minutes, another point, we were at 1 minute. So to find the change in the number of minutes, we would subtract those values. So we'd get 6 minus 2 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2. That's 4 songs. And that's 2 minutes. But we can go one step farther. We can say what 4 divided by 2 is. That's 2. And the way to say this unit is to say that's 2 songs per minute. And that represents the rate for this graph. Now, we could have used any of those 4 points. No matter what points you use, you will get the same number. You'll get that value of 2. Let's try another one. Honeybees beat their wings very quickly to stay in the air. So here's a graph representing the number of seconds a honeybee is in the air and the number of beats for its wings in hundreds. So if you see a 7 here, that's not really a 7. That would represent 700 times it flapped its wings. So to find a rate, we need 2 points. Let's say I use this point here and this point here. I think it's helpful to write down the coordinates. So that's the point 1. That's not a 2, that's 200. Here, this is the point 3. Now that's not a 6, that's 600. And so what we do to find the rate is we would find the change in the y values. So that's 600 minus 200 to find the change between the y values. That's divided by the change in the x values. So I have 3 minus 1. So I'd get 400 over 2, 401. 400 beats, that's how many times it beats its wings. And that's 2, and that's 2 seconds. But we can simplify this. 400 divided by 2 is 200, 200 beats per second. It's very important to have the correct unit on there, and now we have just found our rate or slope of this line and what it means. And that's it.